the Minister of Education, I think, living down that side.
And yes, and then you have the power rep for Grand Pont.
Brother, let me tell you, these roads are dangerous. And they saying the government is working. I'm not seeing anything that this government is doing in terms of our roads. And we have another problem with the patching. That is my concern. I don't know about other people, about the increase in the license fee. And then you're using concrete to patch the roads. And if you go around and you've seen what's happening to that concrete, that's actually ruining our vehicles.
But the concrete doesn't last.
Well, but that's my point. Concrete and asphalt cannot blend. So I don't know who are these roads engineers, who are these people they getting to do that kind of work. That has to stop.
So where's the asphalt?
Well, I want to ask that question because I want to know where is the asphalt. The asphalt plant came where people fight it down for when it was coming in. They send the police with guns after the people lie you all these areas. Had Galakan come in with all his equipment and put all these truckers on the side, let him bring his trucks. Today we're not seeing any asphalt repair in our roads. So what is wrong? What is going on? Bro, I cannot understand as a people we're sitting down and have all these things happening and the people are not rising up. Something, is there a spell on Dominica? Matt, I cannot understand that for the life of me because today I have to pay my license, brother. And honestly, I really need to understand why am I paying an increase in license fee and I'm driving on these bad roads, even right there in the city. You're coming down the Bayfront from the time you reach Garaway, there's a big hole after.
So you say no value for your money?
No value for my money, and I need the people to understand that. All the road users need to understand that this is something that affecting each and every one of us, especially bus drivers with precious cargo such as passengers. These kinds of roads that we're driving on, they are dangerous and we need to rise up. You need all little areas you go into, whether it's up Kings Hill, up Goodwill, just all these little areas. My boy, once you leave the main road on Federation Drive and you go into the inroads, the back roads, they are not good. We need to rise up against this government. We cannot be paying money for something that you are not putting the money into. Something is definitely wrong there. This government is actually mismanaging every aspect of our economy. Something needs to be done, Matt. People need to rise up. We cannot sit there no more and take that kind of nonsense. Have a good day.
Have a good day. Well, you're not the only one complaining about the roads in recent times. Hello.
Matt, good afternoon to you and your listeners.
How are you, my brother?
Very fine, thank you. Excellent point by that first caller. All over Dominica, the road is in a terrible condition. What is the government doing with the money that they have been receiving? What are they doing, Matt? What it is that they're doing? Matt, the other concern to me, this morning you had a clipping of the public relations officer of the police department talking about that child who had that accident. And in his statement, he's saying it is alleged. If it is alleged, is it a government vehicle that is involved with that child, Matt?
From what I gather, yes.
So where the word alleged coming from? You only use the word alleged if you're carrying out your investigation, you are not sure or you're not certain. But after it is through, then the word alleged should not be there. And if it is a government vehicle, Matt, whether the vehicle is insured or not, the government is responsible for the child. When Mr. Savre fell sick, instantly was flown out. When Reginald Austri fell sick, instantly was flown out. Catherine Danielle, instantly she was thrown out. Mr. Skerritt himself, instantly he had been thrown out. When it is the poor people of Dominica, they tell you have to go and get opinion on you. The child should be thrown out. The child should be thrown out, and I would encourage the family to go to a lawyer, seek legal advice on that, because it cannot be right for our vehicle of the government not to be insured when they having police officers hustling people for insurance and license to make sure that it is up to date, Matt. Although the economy is in a terrible crisis in this country, but yet, see what is happening. I mean, the government has failed the people of Dominica. You have failed the people of Dominica. Even another thing that they have been doing, Matt, is deducting taxes like you Social Security, and they're not paying it to Social Security. What example that you are leading? What example that you are showing as a government?
Oh, who's not paying money to the Social Security?
who's not paying money to Social Security? Don't you, you remember Public Works when they were deducting the Social Security money for Public Works and not paying it to Social Security?
Yeah, because you made a broad point there. I was wondering what is it you were talking about. But thanks for the clarification.
I'm just showing that the negligence in our government, and they are not fit to govern. Everything they put their hands on, it die.
All right, caller. You know, the power rep for the Kalinago territory, they said this morning in his interview with me that a few eyewitnesses, I think the police was saying something different. But let's listen. Let's listen.
A 9-year-old schoolgirl, Mariska August of the Kalinago territory, is a patient at the Princess Margaret Hospital after sustaining injuries to her pelvic area as a result of a motor vehicular collision. It is alleged that about 8:20 a.m. on Monday, the 4th of April 2016, August and 2 other students of the Atkinson Primary School were transported on Toyota Coaster registration number GA357 belonging to the government of the Commonwealth of Dominica, and at the time was being driven by Winston Valmond of the Kalinago territory. On arriving at the Atkinson Primary School, the 3 children were allowed to disembark the motor vehicle. While crossing the public road, August fell. Not realizing that August was lying on the road in the path of the coaster, the driver drove off, causing injuries to the 9-year-old schoolgirl. Mariska August was transported to the Marigot Hospital, where she received medical attention before being transferred to the Accident and Emergency Department of the Princess Margaret Hospital, where she was seen by a medical doctor and admitted. Investigations are ongoing.
Thank you so much, 116. So the alleged part of this report, Copel, is about the young lady, okay? Or the young lady involved in the accident. I just wanted to clarify that with you. There's 1:16 in the morning. I'm happy that, you know, all sides, we hear the story from the parent, we hear the story from the father, and I suspect that there seemed to be a breakdown, or that there may have been a breakdown in communication between both parties, because it looks like the government is trying to assist. And of course, we did not get that information initially. Hello, talk to me.
First, Peltier,
how are you doing?
Very well indeed, sir. Peltier, Dominica should by now be officially declared a failed state. Apart from the evil and corrupt government we've got here. Matt, have you seen, as Mervyn said earlier on, the amount of potholes in Roseau? It is the first time in all my years living here, Matt, I have seen so many potholes in the capital city. Even in front of the State Palace, they built for $27 million. A lot of potholes everywhere, Matt.
I call them mini swimming pools.
Yes, but Matt, let's get one thing clear, because a lot of people live in this country and they live in cloud cuckoo land. Let's talk about the vehicles, etc. I want Copel and Mervyn John Baptist and you and Carlisle and the rest of the people listening to me to get your pen and paper and their computer out. And let's do a quick bit of mathematics. Matt, there are 30,000 vehicles in this country. If you don't believe me, ring Mr. Coffee at the headquarters up there. My first Peltier, the drivers of those vehicles, the owners of those vehicles, they pay what is called a driving license. The amount varies from 80, which I pay as a private citizen, to 150, the buses, etc. So on average, we're talking about $120 on average. You multiply 120 by 30,000. Okay, that's driving licenses.
Yes.
We pay what is called, you call it here, in England they call it a road fund license, which is a license you pay to drive on the road.
Yes.
You call it whatever license you call it here, but I pay $600, including the new $100 they put on there for my vehicle. Okay? Some bus drivers pay $1,000, the bigger vehicles pay more. The rationale behind that fee is that the heavier your vehicle, the more damage you do to the road. So you have to pay for it. I have no difficulty paying at all. The average, I pay $600, buses pay $1,005. On average, you're talking about $1,200 for every vehicle on average. Multiply that by 30,000. Okay, Matt? Then you go to the where they make most of the money is the gas, petrol as you call it here.
Right.
Right? On every gallon of gas you buy in this Commonwealth of Dominica, the government pockets $3 on every gallon. Matt, there are 30,000 drivers at least. 30,000 vehicles. Just think of the amount you pay on. I mean, I buy about 15 gallons of gas a week just to drive my daughter to school and back in Roseau. That's one private person, you know. Okay? So 15 gallons is about, roughly 10 a gallon. $150. They take 3 from that. Let's say it's $45 take from me a week.
Right.
Multiply that one person, and I do very average driving. So 30,000 vehicles, 30,000 owners, times about what you spend a week on gas, about $150. And that's very conservative. 150 times 30,000, Matt. You that's for the road fund license you pay. And that's very conservative estimate. You now go to the tax you pay on when you buy new tires and you have your vehicle fixed, let's say at auto trade. When you buy the tires, you pay your 15% on every tire you buy. If the guy fixes your vehicle at auto trade, you pay a 15% VAT on that as well. That's on every single driver. So the average guy like me takes my vehicle to the garage, let's say, less on average about 3 times a year. Okay? So you pay 15% VAT on that. One vehicle. You got 30,000 of them. You pay customs excise duties when the vehicles are imported from overseas. Matt, when you do your maths on that, and that you're talking about $150 million. Do your own maths, my brother. Don't depend on my maths. $150 million a year at least from people who own vehicles. So what is the government doing with all that money? Matt, I'm not saying that they should spend all that money on the roads. All right? You can spend it elsewhere as well. But at the very least you can do is the people who pay to use the roads, like myself and you and the rest, at least patch the roads up for us so that we do not get ourselves into accidents on the road by dodging potholes, etc., etc. You know, Matt? And the whole country, the whole roads all over the place. So why can they spend some of that money to patch the holes on the road, particularly in the capital city? It is very difficult for tourists to come here, you know, Matt, and walk around Roseau, seeing all those potholes, all those dirty, stinking drains you have in Roseau. And when they put a report in saying about they wouldn't come back here, you get upset with them. So what excuse are you going to use? Matt, I just cannot understand why other people not rising against it. I am prepared to take the streets, but I and Mervyn and Coppell cannot do it alone. We need about 20,000 people or more on the roads to fight for our country. If it continues like this, Matt, the country is already gone. It's a shame that this country has deteriorated into a failed state. And if we keep on allowing it to happen, Matt, we are the ones and our children will bear the consequences, Matt. So it's time we take the streets. I am prepared to take it now, you know. If I can get about 10,000 people in Roseau now, I'll drive down there and do what we have to do. It's time we remove Scary and his government from the government of this country, Matt. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. A lot of people upset about the road conditions at this time. I see some efforts are being made at patching. I saw that happening last night in and around the city. I think they were on Victoria Street last night, patching up some holes there. We're going to take a break. We'll come back to take more of your phone calls.
Looking for a warm and cozy and relaxing place to eat, drink, or just hang out? Then you must come to Milan's Bar and Grill. No, I'm not talking about Milan in Italy. I'm talking about Milan's Bar and Grill next to Minia's 7-Eleven in Louisville. Open from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily. At Milan's Bar and Grill, you will be treated to succulent finger-licking dishes and a wide selection of all fine wines, local juices, and a full bar. Come up to mingle, have a nice lime, or dine in. Air-conditioned, very chic and comfortable with breathtaking ambience. Regulars on the menu are grilled and steamed fish, baked and grilled ribs and pork, fish fingers, rotis, sandwiches, ham and cheese burgers, French fries, and wedges. Lunches are served from 11 a.m. daily. Come dine with us to enjoy the very best of local and international cuisine. Call us at 613-2337 to place your order. We look forward to serving you at Milan's Bar and Grill.
Free talk, more data, Digicel. Experience the all-new Digicel talk and data plan. Get more data with unlimited talk right now with Digicel. Get 500 megabytes of data with free talk for 7 days for only $25.
making the most eagerly and highly anticipated concert of a lifetime is now a reality. This Mother's Day weekend, Amira Entertainment presents the mother of reggae music, the undisputed queen of reggae, formerly of the world famous Bob Marley Ifris, Marcia Griffiths.
Fire burning, 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 feel the fire burning.
Marcia Griffiths live in concert on Saturday, May 7th, 2016, Harlem Plaza.
I shall sing as long as I live.
A special Mother's Day Bob Marley tribute.
You can see it.
Ladies come in abundance and do the electric slide. Also the fanatic band RS Digital, Philip Osford, and fresh from Jamaica, Divine Sounds. Entrance $50 in advance, $60 at the gate, and VIP $80, and are available from Bullseye Pharmacy, Miss Spade, Sound City, Guape, Midi Cash in Post, Skitter in the Market, and Island Wide.
Am I really hearing you?
Marcia Griffiths, supported by Digicel, Talent Inc., Fortune Hotel, Kubuli Big Edge Financial, Astafans, agents for Appleton Estate, Hero Vodka, TBS Radio, and more.
There's a land that
Marcia Griffiths, May 7th, Harlem Plaza. Men, take out your ladies, children, take out your mothers, Rasta men and conscious brethren and sisters. Be part of history, because this Mother's Day will never be the same.
Are you ready now?
By popular demand, the Big People Party Volume 2 returns. Labor Day, Saturday, April 30th, 10 p.m.
I was feeling it when I get the house got
Big People Party Volume 2, Balgramoon, at the much cooler and most talked about old school barrel club family Simon and Massacre. Music by the world's greatest dance band, 48 Karat Gold, Swinging Stars, Mr. Mix and Prince Waddix.
There's a party, she's a party.
Big People Party Volume 2, Balgramoon. Labor Day, Saturday, April 30th. Partners include Digicel, Q95 FM, the big station, Gubuli, Chebe, South Media, 711 Plus, Super Center, Louisville, DBS Radio, and more. Big People Party, Balgramoon, Labor Day, Saturday, April 30th. Swinging Stairs, Mr. Mix and Prince Waddix. Old School Barrel Club, Massacre, formerly Simon. Sakai Malalat.
Hi, I'm Andy Norell. I'll be performing with Luis Perdomo, Obed Calver, and Junior Terry at the Dominica Jazz and Creole Festival, May 15, 2016, at Fort Shirley, Cabritz National Park. See you there.
Festival Jazz and Creole de la Dominique, 15 mai 2016, au Parc National Cabritz. Sur scène, Nikeni Soft de Guadeloupe, Elan Parle de Trinidad, Andy Narel, Cameron Pierre, Brève et puis Cadence All Stars. Venez et puis la famille, relaxez dans l'air fraîche de Fort Shirley en écoutant les mélodies douces de jazz créole. Présenté par le gouvernement de la Dominique et puis Discover Dominique Authority et Digicel. En expérience extraordinaire. Dimanche 15 mai 2016, Jazz and Creole de la Dominique. Visitez dominicafestivals.com en savoir plus.
All right, let's come back and take some of your phone calls. This is Talk on the Block. Hello.
Yes, Mr. Pelt, it's very interesting. Matt, if you knock down my son or daughter, whether your vehicle is insured or not, Matt, I am not responding. What is your responsibility, Matt? Is not try your best to get in touch with me, Matt? Because you already in the wrong. So if the brother is playing a game or the brother is just figuring out, or you're not doing what I want, I'm going to keep away and I'm going to Matt. But you try your best. You do not want that negative publicity. But these guys are impenetrable, invincible. They don't care because they know they're going to do that. Maybe the same guy might come back and vote for them again, Matt. So that is the whole thing. And people talking about a spell. My brother, the spell that is on Dominicans, I do not even want to mention it. I'm not saying there may not be, because I heard that they're using Haitian and Egyptian sciences to control the people. I'm not saying no. But Matt, to me, something is wrong mentally with Dominicans. And my brother, having to do with the brother that called you, can you recall earlier this morning a brother called you and told you how you can give the name of the fella that escaped to St. Thomas of St. Croix and there's a guy who murdered somebody in St. Thomas of St. Croix, and he's in Dominica, or we can exchange information. I know that person. I've listened to that person. Why Matt? Why Q95? I'm not saying it's not a great suggestion, but why not bring it up on Kyrie or DBS? Because Matt is the biggest demon, you ever say, as you call yourself, journalist or talk show host, as you call yourself, and trying to make you to believe, well, in a level of sarcasm, you know? So really and truly, Matt, I do not see all that level of concern. Maybe he is concerned, but he cannot bring it in certain quarters or in certain avenues because he knows that is not to be entertained, making it seems like, you know, the government has failed in its responsibility, and it takes Q95 once again to come with such a great idea to remedy a situation where you have a fugitive. And Matt, with the roads, my brother, I telling you, Dominicans, I don't know, Matt, but I have a few ideas. There are different segments. Wicked people, they are greedy people, they are evil people, they are ignorant people, and they are illiterate people, Matt. And it has too much of that in Dominica. So there is not a common ground, Matt. There is not a collective forward movement on commonalities, Matt, where we deal with a situation based on it is affecting all of us. It's about my party, only my prime minister alone, and the country is going to hell. And what is so hurting in closing, Matt, is to see the people who knows better. They say, to whom much is given, much is expensive, much is expected. And to those who have the most to lose, supposed to be making the loudest noise. But guess what? Matt will save us, man. Let Matt and them go. They will. You hear the fella say, let Carlisle and them, you know, the Calypso Matt, let Carlisle and them go and try to remove this corrupt government, because if you talk, you're going to suffer the consequences. And the Matt, Dominica is going to go down lower and lower and lower. By the time Dominicans take stock, Matt, we would have seen we created a monster, and there is no, I mean, it is there already, but the monster...
So are you suggesting you have no hope?
No, Matt. I have none. I have none, Matt. Matt, look at the amount of things these guys have done. Look at the amount of things these guys have done. And you hear people, I listen to Kyrie. I listen to DBS. And I engage people in a little conversation every now and then. If it get too heated, I walk away. Matt, there is a kind of mindset in Dominica. Matt, it is frightening. How can a people, could it be that is just genuine ignorance? These people don't listen to news. They don't read the papers, 2 little papers that is printed every week, and it's staying there till next week. Nobody's not reading. I buy my papers and read. I will teach my son to read the newspapers, look a column, look two, and the man is reading better than me just now. And Dominican just sit down there to move on perception and on impulses, Matt. Because guess what? If Mr. So-and-so say it, I do not have to go and research for myself. It is true. Have a blessed day, my brother.
Have a blessed day. Matt, the Girardel-Eggleston Road is terrible and dangerous. It can be compared to a donkey track. So the people of Girardel and Eggleston are saying, please fix our roads. Hello.
Matt, good afternoon to you and to the listening public.
Uh-huh.
Is our government, the government of Dominica, untouchable? Why should they be above the law? Matt, can you remember some time back I called and told you about an incident that occurred with the ambulance, and it was not insured, where the nurse had to take care of her injuries on her own?
I think so, some time ago, yes. Mm-hmm.
I think a thorough investigations should be done in the connection of the GA vehicles we have transporting people on the road, because that is a risk. Why the foreman should do it and the man who thinks that he is higher than God should not be in the right way and have it just done? Now the man, they just stopped with the $20,000. Sometime back they held 3 fellows with marijuana. Their fines were $20,000, $15,000, and I think $9,000. A man with all that different charges on him, they just tapping him on his hand with $20,000. Dominica alone, those kind of things they can go on. If it was in Trinidad or Jamaica or just Grenada, those things that would never occur. Have a blessed afternoon. Thank you very much.
All right, somebody's asking me a few questions here on WhatsApp. Matt, why is it that everyone who needs some help has to go to the Prime Minister? I was assisted by the government of Dominica for 5 years in facilitating my secondary education. My mom never went to the Prime Minister, who was Eugenia Charles at the time. The Prime Minister did not know my mom or any member of my family. The officers of the Welfare Division did what they were paid to do and did it effectively. Why are these government departments there for everyone, if everyone has to go to the Prime Minister for every bit of assistance? If that is the case, then all of them should be closed down, saving the country much needed money, and let the PM be the one man with all these portfolios. This nonsense must stop. Dominicans need to change their mindsets. In a nutshell, this person is saying, why do you have to go to the Prime Minister for everything that you need, and their government ministries that could facilitate the very same? Hello.
Hey, Matt, how are you doing, my brother?
How are you doing, sir?
Fine. Matt, have you seen the new bridges around Dominica, Matt? The red and white bridges, which they made up of red and white drums, Matt, and red and white tip, like you have one in Bells where the road has been washed away. They just put, instead of fixing the road there, Matt, they just put a whole set of drums, red and white drums, and red and white tip, and they are very expensive signboards, alerting the drivers, red and white again, Matt. So that's the new trend to repair the broken roads and the damaged bridges, Matt, around Dominica. We're not even talking about the Melvin Hall, the die pass at the Melvin Hall there, where we continue to suffer in the north, Matt. Not even talking about our feeder roads, Matt, and the grass that is taking over the roads while we're traveling our travels in the countries, Matt. And we need to realize, Matt, that the Prime Minister of the country, Matt, he doesn't stay in Dominica. He comes here on vacation to change his suitcase, so he doesn't drive on the roads. And even when he drives on the road, Matt, he drives in these expensive vehicles owned by the government, maintained by the government. So that's not any cost to him, Matt. And we've been calculating the cost of running transport of vehicles in Dominica, Matt. And we're remembering, Matt, the Prime Minister giving this massive concession to his then girlfriend, now wife, Matt, from the public's purse. So we continue to suffer in Dominica. That is why, Matt, it's not amazing why all your callers are asking the very fundamental question: how long are we going to continue to subject ourselves to this injustice and all this kind of...
How long, Brian?
How long, Matt? Not long, Matt.
Thank you very much. Hello, it's the 137. Hello.
Good afternoon, Matthias Peltier Jr. Good evening, your listeners.
Yes, good afternoon to you, sir.
Matt, regarding the asphalt and the person who involved, Matt, there could be two problems. Either the person who imposed the asphalt has inside information as to government's intent to work on the roads, and or you pay a large amount of money for this asphalt. It is in US dollars. He may be experiencing difficulty as a result of the American de-risking, and so having difficulty getting the US dollar through a correspondent bank. That could be a problem. That's my opinion. Secondly, Matt, I cannot understand the military arm of the Labour Party that passes for the police force. Why is it that the government must have uninsured vehicles on the road, Matt? But when I was in Dominica, they stopped me 3 times. The last time when I have all my papers, everything, the guy said the top of my number was scratched out because I had brushed on my gate, Matt. They stop you for... why is it that the government vehicle, Matt, it is against the law to drive unlicensed vehicles on the road. the person who was driving the vehicle and the vehicle should be in the police custody, or like now, Matt. But you got into an accident with an unlicensed vehicle and you want to tell me the vehicle is not in police custody? Matt, look, this joke all you have for this military arm of the Labour Party, you almost stop calling that a police force.
Caller, thank you very much. We're going to take a break and come back.
Q Classifieds. Get more value for your money, more bang for your buck. Advertise on Q95. Get even more value when you advertise on Q Classifieds. Property for sale, lease, homes, business premises, car rentals, job vacancies, hotel and restaurant services, tours, finance and insurance services, and more. Advertise on Q Classifieds. Advertise your audio or videos, scripts, flyer information, notices, and more. Advertise on Q Classifieds. Everyone's listening. Get the word out to local, regional, and worldwide listeners in real time. Advertise on Q Classifieds, your channel for quick results. Advertise on Q Classifieds. Right on Q.
Dominica, the most eagerly and highly anticipated concert of a lifetime, is now a reality. This Mother's Day weekend, Amira Entertainment presents the mother of reggae music, the undisputed queen of reggae, formerly of the world famous Bob Marley Ifris, Marcia Griffiths. Fire burning, 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 feel the fire burning. Marcia Griffiths live in concert on Saturday, May 7th, 2016, Harlem Plaza. I shall sing as long as I live. A special Mother's Day Bob Marley tribute. You can see it. Ladies come in abundance and do the electric slide. Also the Fanatic Band, RS Digital, Philip Osford, and fresh from Jamaica, Divine Sounds. Entrance $50 in advance, $60 at the gate, and VIP $80, and are available from Bullseye Pharmacy, Miss Spade, Sound City, Guape, Midi Cash and Posty, Skitter in the Market, and Island Wide. Am I really hearing you? Marcia Griffiths, supported by Digicel, Talent Inc., Fortune Hotel, Kubuli, Big Edge Financial, Astafans, agents for Appleton Estate, Hero Vodka, TBS Radio, and more. There's a land that Marcia Griffiths, May 7th, Harlem Plaza. Men, take out your ladies, children, take out your mothers, Rasta men and conscious brethren and sisters. Be part of history, because this Mother's Day will never be the same.
Hi, I'm Andy Norell. I'll be performing with Luis Perdomo, Obed Calver, and Junior Terry at the Dominica Jazz and Creole Festival, May 15, 2016, at Fort Shirley, Cabritz National Park. See you there.
Festival Jazz and Creole de la Dominique, 15 mai 2016, au Parc National Cabritz. Sur scène, Nikeni Soft de Guadeloupe, Elan Parle de Trinidad, Andy Narel, Cameron Pierre, Brève et puis Cadence All Stars. Venez et puis la famille, relaxez dans l'air fraîche de Fort Shirley en écoutant les mélodies douces de jazz créole. Présenté par le gouvernement de la Dominique et puis Discover Dominica Authority et Digicel. Une expérience extraordinaire. Dimanche 15 mai 2016, Jazz and Creole de la Dominique. Visitez dominicafestivals.com en savoir plus.
Dominica, the Marigold Development Corporation presents the 10th annual Mayfest, Friday, April 29th to Monday, May 2nd at the Fisheries Complex in Marigold. The activities begin on Friday, April 29th from 6 p.m. with the bar line. Yeah, we going bar to bar, 10 bars to lime in one night. Our last stop is with DJ Flip in the Fisheries. The activities continued on Saturday with the Fruiter National Trail Hike of Segment 7. Then later that evening, Beauty and Elegance will grace the stage for Miss Mayfest. On Sunday, May 1st, we're heading to Sandy Bay for the Beach Volleyball Festival. Then we're heading to the Fisheries Complex to turn it up. It's where Soca and Calypso mix Booyah music. Then live from Trinidad and Tobago, the Soca Maestro, Baron, King Dice, Caressa, Soul Boost, all these called by the #1 party band, the Swinging Stars. And on the Booyah side, we have Asa Banton and the pioneers of Booyah music, the Big Bad WCK. All these called by Club DVD, the biggest and cleanest sound. And on Monday, we're heading to the Last Flight Bar and Grill for our grand family fun day with some of Dominica's hottest DJs. Mayfest 2016 is on at the Fisheries Complex in Marigot from April 29th to May 2nd. Be part of this time. Choose your day or the entire weekend. Action from Friday to Monday. I am that boy.
Are you ready now?
By popular demand, the Big People Party Volume 2 returns. Labor Day, Saturday, April 30th, 10 p.m.
I was feeling it. Better get the house got
Big People Party Volume 2. Balgramoon at the much cooler and most talked about old school barrel club family Simon and Massacre. Music by the world's greatest dance band, 48 Karat Gold Swinging Stars, Mr. Mix and Prince Wadix.
There's a party. She's a party.
Big People Party Volume 2, Balgramoon. Labor Day, Saturday, April 30th. Partners include Digicel, Q95 FM, The Big Station, Gubuli, Chebe, South Media, 7-Eleven Plus, Super Center, Louisville, DBS Radio, and more. Big People Party Balgramoon, Labor Day, Saturday, April 30th. Swinging Stairs, Mr. Mix and Prince Wadix. Old School Barrel Club Massacre, formerly Simon. Sakai Malalat.
Manchester United have made an incredible signing from the Caribbean. Everyone's watching Flo, a real game changer. My word, this team's giving the fans plenty to cheer about.
Flo has joined with Manchester United to bring you behind-the-scenes action, live updates, and exclusive videos. Stay updated with red alerts. Text MUFC to 2300 to sign up, or download the app at flowmanunited.co. Flo and Manchester United, together we're in a different league.
You can say that again.
Conditions apply.
Looking for a warm and cozy and relaxing place to eat, drink, or just hang out? Then you must come to Milan's Bar and Grill. No, I'm not talking about Milan in Italy. I'm talking about Milan's Bar and Grill next to Minia's 7-Eleven in Louisville. Open from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily. At Milan's Bar and Grill, you will be treated to succulent finger-licking dishes and a wide selection of all fine wines, local juices, and a full bar. Come up to mingle, have a nice line, or dine in. Air-conditioned, very chic and comfortable with breathtaking ambience. Regulars on the menu are grilled and steamed fish, baked and grilled ribs and pork, fish fingers, rotis, sandwiches, ham and cheese burgers, French fries, and wedges. Lunches are served from 11 a.m. daily. Come dine with us to enjoy the very best of local and international cuisine. Call us at 613-2337 to place your order. We look forward to serving you at Milan's Bar and Grill.
It's coming. Saturday, April 30th, 2016. Beauty, confidence, elegance, passion, community. These characteristics of 5 delegates shall take the spotlight for one night, representing their communities for the chance at the coveted 10th annual Miss Mayfest title. Who will be the next Miss Mayfest? Will it be host contestant Osdell Prince of Marigot, or from the nation's indigenous community of the Kalinago territory, Miss Nadia Boyd? Or will it be from either of the 2 eastern communities? Hailing from Petit-Soufrière, we have Miss Charmaine Eustace, or from Casabous, Miss Lisa Francis. How about the delegate who will represent the home community of Waterfest, Miss Teresa Baptist? The stage is set. Saturday, April 30th, the 10th annual Miss Mayfest pageant, a production of the Marigot Activities Committee, endorsed by Digicel Play, Happy Car Rentals, the Marigot Development Corporation, Digicel, Fine Inc., Prevo Enterprises, Kubuli Beer, DominicaEvents.com, Archipelago Trading, and Country Style Bakery. I'll meet you there.
Q Classifieds. Get more value for your money, more bang for your buck. Advertise on Q95. Get even more value when you advertise on Q Classifieds. Property for sale, lease, homes, business premises, car rentals, job vacancies, hotel and restaurant services, tours, finance and insurance services, and more. Advertise on Q Classifieds. Advertise your audio or videos, scripts, flyer information, notices, and more. Advertise on Q Classifieds. Everyone's listening. Get the word out to local, regional, and worldwide listeners in real time. Advertise on Q Classifieds, your channel for quick results. Advertise on Q Classifieds, right on Q.
The Guinness Street Football is on again. Yes, the Guinness Street Football is on again for 2016. If you think you have the stamina, skills, and flair, call 440-7032 or 440-7033 to register your teams. Registration is only $50 and is non-refundable. Maho, it's your turn on April 17th. Point Michelle, get ready to play street football on May 8th. Roseau, it's your turn on May 22nd. And the grand finals will be on June 5th, 2016. Plenty of products and cash prizes to be won from La Blade until the grand finals. The winner will represent Dominica in the regional finals in St. Lucia, July 2nd and 3rd, 2016. The Guinness Street Football is on again. Call 440-7032 or 440-7033 to register today.
Get ready to win cash and fantastic prizes every week with DNL Weekend Frenzy. The action starts on Fridays with a double frenzy where two lucky players can each win a bonus prize of $1,000 cash. Spend $10 on Big 4 or Play 4 and receive a raffle ticket for your chance to win $1,000 cash. Plus, win on your bet. Then on Saturdays, the frenzy intensifies in a community near you with Spin to Win. Get a chance to spin the wheel for fantastic prizes like shopping vouchers, cash, bikes, kitchen appliances, jazz tickets, and lots more. 2 $1,000 cash giveaways every Friday and a chance to spin the wheel to win awesome prizes on Saturdays. All in DNL Weekend Frenzy, only from the Dominica National Lottery.
So friend, get ready to spin this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Remember to hold on to your entry forms for the week to qualify for Saturday's Spin to Win.
All right, let's take a phone call. This is the Talk on the Block. We have a few more minutes. Yes.
Man, just calling to report an accident at Cocoa Feeling.
What's happening there?
Just an accident down there. Same ready garages.
Ready garages, another accident.
Yes. 2 vehicles collide down there.
Anybody injured?
That is what I'm not sure of. I saw one man with a cloth wipe in his face with bleeding. So I don't know, that garage really needs to come out there.
Well, we've said that before. Nobody seems to be listening or paying attention. But I'm hoping that everybody's okay involved in the accident that you're reporting in Lally Coco there. Hello, talk to me.
Hello, Matt.
How are you doing?
I think from the Despot Road, Road.
Right.
I think the Prime Minister, when he gave the check to finish that road, to do that road, I think it was $325,000. You can correct me if I'm wrong. But that road, the money has finished, but the road hasn't been completed. And I can remember the Prime Minister saying when he come back to Despot, he'd like to see his vehicle driving on good road. I'd like to find out from Mr. Blackmore how is that the road cannot be completed.
The road in Despot. Mr. Black, my question to you, what's happening with the roads in Despot? Hello.
Yes, Matt.
Matt,
this morning you had this guy from the reserve on video. And this guy came on and lied and said that no one have talked to him, no one have told him anything. And Cassius Barrow came and refuted that. And interestingly, no one called and condemned the action of that man.
I don't know if there's any action to condemn. As he spoke this morning on in the studios here this morning, he had not received any assistance. As I said, I think it was a breakdown in the communication, and you heard both sides of the story. There's no reason to condemn the gentleman. All I suspect that went on is that the gentleman wanted to get the assistance to get a second opinion on the matter. And the doctor was saying there was no need for a second opinion as he spoke. But he was convinced within himself that he needed a second opinion. I don't think there's no reason to condemn. It was clear that the Prime Minister spoke to the gentleman, but no, of course, with a promise for assistance. The PAL rep spoke as well. We got that side of the story, and we're very grateful for that. But I don't think you can condemn the gentleman for trying to get the assistance that he needed or he wanted to get a second opinion for his daughter. I'm sure you would do the same.
Matt.
Yes, I'm here.
Matt. Okay. The guy was not just saying that in the beginning. He said no one talked to him. That's what I'm talking about.
No one talked to him about the assistance that he needed. As I said to you, there must have been a breakdown in communication, the assistance he needed for the second opinion that he wanted for his daughter. Because the doctors were saying there's no need for a second opinion. And I think that's where the breakdown in communication was. I'm not going to condemn the gentleman, and I'm not going to help you do that. Okay? We were very grateful that the Prime Minister and the Power Rep, reached out and said we will give you the assistance that you needed. But there was no communication as it relates to the assistance that the gentleman needed for the second opinion. I think that's where the communication broke down. Hello.
Yes, Matt, good afternoon.
How are you doing, brother? How are you doing?
I'm good, man, I'm good. Matt,
I'm not going to condemn the gentleman for that, no.
I will not condemn the gentleman. Matt, is the last caller aware that the ministers of government get $1,000 every month for medicals, whether they're sick or not? And before they're sick, they are flown out. Matt, history will not forgive me if I don't talk about the Woodfortill Village Road.
What's up with that?
Man, it is in a terrible condition, Matt. And it is shameful that just about a mile of road, 8 years now, the government doing 100 feet every 2 years. What is happening now? They're picking up individuals that knows not but about construction to repair the road. They put in how much cement they want, they put in how much river stuff they want. So 6 months later, the road is the same thing again. 8 years now, they're attempting to repair the Woodfortill Village Road. Those government officials are selling fertilizer $20 a bag. Every week they're passing on it. Nothing. I am not going to talk about the Concern Spring Road. It is in a terrible condition. I hope they do something to it because he has some farmers they gave the plants that they're playing politics with, the banana plants. I don't know how those farmers are going to bring down their harvest on the road. So I hope they pay attention to the Concern Spring Road. So much other road, the Simpa Road. I understand the process is in place for the Lacqua Road, the road on the next side of Woodfortill, but the Lacqua Road, terrible condition. It's shameful.
Thank you. It seems everybody is complaining about roads. 157, yes.
A blessed good afternoon to you, Matt.
How are you, Gail? Good to hear from you. Yes.
I'm thankful, the listeners and the staff at Q and all the people there in Dominica. Matt, I was listening to the program this morning and I was touched on the outcome of the child. Now, it is the pelvis of the child and it is a girl.
Mm-hmm.
Now, later on in life, she was going to become a young lady, and that would be menstruation. You don't get an accident, and then you become a young lady. Some persons is painful until they have a child, or sometimes break through to menopause. And then later on, it will be, if she wants children, she would have to have children. And I agree with the gentleman. If there's specialists there, and he and Martinique have better specialists, give him a chance to go, or they could teleconference with the specialists in Dominica and Martinique, and convince him then that he don't have to come. But if it was me, I would do the same thing. I'm not getting in your business, but I would do the same thing because she's a girl and she's a woman, so she would be a childbearer, and she got damage in her pelvis.
So you're saying that the father has a right to look for a second opinion for his daughter?
Yes. If the doctors, if the specialist in Dominica insist that she's not going away and the father wants more things, then teleconference. They can teleconference from Martinique with the specialist, send the records and what happened with the child, and ask the person to teleconference with the specialist in Dominica and the child family, so that then it would convince him. But I would do the same thing because later on, look, I fall down where, and up to the day I am, because just partially disabled because of a fall. I get some money, but now the money ain't no help to me because I still have all the pain. So I agree. I don't want to get in your business, but as a child, and she's a girl child, and I'm a mother, and I got damaged. So I know.
Thank you, Gail. Thank you. Hello. Yes, quickly, Marlon. We don't have time.
Anytime you have a time, educate me about that new party they have there.
Yeah, I'm hearing about that too, Marlon. I don't know anything about it. When I do, I will educate you.